Hello, today you will find out what are clouds. A cloudless sky as a rule promises a sunny day and low-hanging gloomy clouds threaten with bad weather. Familiar silhouettes are visible in the bizarre shapes of cumulus clouds, and the setting sun creates inimitable heavenly landscapes. Where do clouds come from? What is their nature? Do they deserve close attention? Or should they be perceived as an integral part of nature? In fact, with the help of clouds you can study a variety of natural moments including the ecological situation. There is a separate science that studies clouds. Noctilucent clouds are above the rest. They appear at an altitude of 70 to 80 kilometers in the upper atmosphere, the mesosphere. They are called night-glowing clouds. The best time to watch the strikingly beautiful sight is just after sunset or just before sunrise. Noctilucent clouds help study the movement of air masses in the mesosphere. They fly at a speed of almost 28 meters per second. It has been proven that similar clouds exist on other planets, for example on Mars. Clouds are collections of water droplets or ice particles. However, at a certain temperature they can have a mixed composition. As a rule, it is these clouds that bring precipitation. Cloud formations can also be found on other planets. For example, the gas giant Jupiter has a troposphere of clouds and fog. As a result of moist heat transfer, bright and dense clouds are formed. Their color depends on the presence of ammonia, water, and other still unexplored chemical elements. Clouds are most often called airy, light, weightless creatures. Such definitions are found not only in advertising, but also in ordinary speech. Is it really? The weighing procedure is mathematically simple. The density of the water is multiplied by the volume of the cloud, which can be determined from the cast shadow. It turns out that a cumulus cloud can weigh from 100 kilograms to 500 tons. How does such a mass stay in the air and not fall? The fact is that the density of the cloud is much less than the density of dry air, which allows the snow-white giants to stay at a height. When the density and size of the water droplets increases, the cloud descends with rain. The instability of the atmosphere as a rule leads to the formation of thunderclouds. Such formations can be up to 10 kilometers high and horizontally several tens of kilometers. Most thunderstorms rage over land in the tropics and at the equator. The smallest mineral and metal particles in the atmosphere serve as nuclei of moisture condensation. Human industrial activity increases their number, therefore affects the rate of cloud formation. There are very few biological particles, bacteria, fungi, soot, in the air. In dry air, a cloud, depending on its size, lasts up to 20 minutes. High humidity allows clouds to hover for a long time until they gain power and turn into precipitation. Despite the wind, the clouds in the mountains appear to be motionless. The fact is that the airflow at the top cools down and the water condenses in the form of a cloud. Then it descends from a height, heats up, and cloud particles evaporate. A person sees the constant process of the formation of new drops and the evaporation of old ones, and not the same cloud hanging for hours. The Society of Cloud Lovers appeared in the year 2004. It brought together meteorologists, photographers, physicists, artists, and also ordinary people who appreciate the beauty of clouds. Most of the Society's members are English, American, and Australian. The organization has created the world's largest database of photographs of various types of clouds. Planets outside the solar system are called exoplanets by scientists. Most of these planets are gas giants as they are easier to detect using indirect techniques. The surfaces of some exoplanets are hotter than our sun, and the temperature inside their clouds can reach several thousand degrees Celsius. There are clouds that require certain conditions to form. To see them is great luck. For example, the lenticular cloud is like a flying saucer, and the Morning Gloria is like rotating tubes up to 1,000 kilometers long. Venus clouds are composed of droplets of sulfuric acid and sulfur dioxide, making it difficult to explore the planet. Acid rain on Venus evaporates from the heat before reaching the surface. If the information was useful to you, you can like